Continuing with the La Excellence Yojana series, we are covering today Chapter-06 Water Governance of October 2022 Yojana edition. The state of Gujarat witnessed a turnaround from being a water scarce to water secure state in the first decade of the 21st century. The state transformed by adopting environmental friendly policies, climate resilient engineering, and strengthening grassroots leaderships stand out as an example of sustainable development and offers a path to follow. The scarcity of water contributes negatively to the socio-economic development. Economic growth led to policies and practices to achieve long-term water security. The critical relationship between water, environment, and ecosystems was acknowledged, built upon, shaped, and transformed by the policy makers in a sustainable way to meet the challenges without compromising the health of the natural world. Now let's see how Gujarat was in 2000s. 2 decades ago, the western and the northern part of the Gujarat region were prone to repeated droughts and water scarcity. It resulted in damage to life and livelihood due to devastating earthquake with epicenter in Kutch in 2001 and the resultant economic crisis with the shrinking economy. There were cases of mass migration of the pastoral communities like the Maldharis in search of fodder and water for their livestock. On an average, every third year was marked as drought year, leading to uneven distribution of water. Annually, thousands of tankers were deployed to mitigate drinking water scarcity and make water available to people. There were also times when special water trains had become the new form of the delivery of water. The administration focused only on the temporary fixes, neglecting the emptying aquifers, and damage to the environment remained unattended. Now let's see how the state transformed. Water was placed at the center stage of Gujarat's developmental policy to address the issue of water scarcity. They explored viable solutions to conserve water and achieve an ecological balance whilst resolving to ensure adequate and assured availability of clean water in every home to become the top priority. A series of policy decisions, including the integration of overall water sector to manage the demand and supply, coherently ensured accountability at all levels. A great value was placed on the water as a finite resource that needed to be replenished every year. As all water is received from precipitation during limited rainy days in the state, the focus was on making the state open defecation free with emphasis on rainwater harvesting and efficient use of water. A component of drought proofing was adopted in building climate resilient water infrastructure. The statewide drinking water supply grid was planned to provide clean tap water free from chemical and bacteriological contamination. Sardar Sarovar Dam on the river Narmada was completed and the existing canal systems were further strengthened. Interbasin transfer of water from reasonably water-rich south and central Gujarat to north Gujarat, Saurashtra and Kutch was planned and executed in the form of a 332-kilometer long Sujalam Sufalam canal with speed and scale. Further, to meet water requirements, especially in the areas with groundwater salinity, desalination plants were set up. Let us see how they enabled water use efficiency in agriculture. With about 85% of all fresh water being consumed for agricultural purposes, micro irrigation and participatory irrigation management, they were promoted in an extensive manner to optimize water use in the farms. Agriculture extension activities to educate farmers on the concept per drop more crop were initiated as a campaign. Farmers were provided financial and technical support to build check dams, farm ponds, bori bunds, etc. in and around the farmlands to catch the rain where it falls. The Sujalam Sufalam Jal Abhiyan was initiated around the twin objectives of deepening water bodies before monsoons and enhance water storage of rainwater collections. It entails numerous water conservation activities which includes the cleaning and deepening of ponds, canals and tanks, check dams and reservoirs, repair of water storage structures, construction of rainwater harvesting structures, etc. through a participative approach. With the integrated water management approach and groundwater table continuously improving, the total irrigable area in the state increased by 77% and the agriculture production in the state also increased by 255%, leading to a green economy. This has paved the way for a sustainable and environment-friendly model. Let us have the look at the Jal Jeevan Mission. It was announced on 15th August 2019 to bring tap water connections to every rural households by 2024. The program will also implement source sustainability measures as mandatory elements such as recharge and reuse through grey water management, water conservation and rainwater harvesting. The Jal Jeevan Mission will be a community approach to water and will include extensive information, education and communication as a key component of the mission. The mission looks to create a Jan Andolan for water, thereby making it everyone's priority. The vision of the mission is that every rural household has a drinking water supply in adequate quantity of prescribed quality on a regular and long-term basis at affordable service delivery charges, leading to improvement in the living standards of the rural communities. Under the mission, Pani Samitis or Village Water Sanitation Committee at the village level are being set up across 6 lakh rural villages of the villages, where they are empowered to plan, implement and manage their in-village water supply systems by adopting an end-to-end approach involving the 4 key components, namely the source sustainability, water supply, grey water treatment and reuse and operation and maintenance. Let us have a look at the way forward. The socio-economic development and economic growth, especially in drought-prone and desert areas, depend upon how wisely water resources are utilized. Water, being a finite resource, plays a key role, especially in arid and semi-arid regions, in restoring and sustaining the environment, including flora and fauna. Its vitality for reducing the burden of disease and improving the health, welfare and productivity of human populations and keeping other life forms on earth possible cannot be underestimated and ignored. Thank you.